the person who speaks value into the created thing is the creator. So we cannot come and say, this is a high value man, this is a high value woman, and not have an informed basis about where that comes from. Where does it come from? What standard are you using to measure value?
Cause we be on a tough love. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, cause you know we gon' fly.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I bring you faith, education, wisdom, and lifestyle content. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you haven't caught up on my Pick Me Serve video, I hope you actually go and check it out and share your views and thoughts. And in this video, it's another conversation review, and this is my friend and I were talking about high value men and women, and I was just saying that I hate the concept of high value men and women, and this is simply because I believe that people are valuable by virtue of being humans. So men are valuable simply because they are men, women are valuable simply because they're women, simply because we are human beings. We have the inherent rights to dignity and respect, and there's value to our lives just based on that. So I was just sharing that with my friend, and I was saying that I hate the concepts of high value women and men because they take away from the inherent valueness of who we really are as people. And I think the one thing is what determines um, what are the standards, or what determines value? Who comes and determines what is valuable and is not? In my perspective, it's like, can a created thing come and tell another created thing the value of that created thing, right? The person who speaks value into the created thing is the creator. So we cannot come and say, this is a high value man, this is a high value woman, and not have an informed basis about where that comes from. Where does it come from? What standard are you using to measure value? And another thing, I think it just perpetuates a classist thing, right? A classist concept and a comparison concept. What I'm saying is, the moment you think when you're a high value woman, that means you do not want to associate with a certain kind of woman that you think is not valuable. And your information about value, we don't know where that comes from. It could be from a class perspective. This person doesn't deserve to sit with you. How their educational background, how they speak, it could be their material things, it could be what they wear, it could be, so it's a lot of things, but none of those things are actually anchored in character, right? We do not speak necessarily about character, which I think is more important than all of these things that we place value on. um and the spirit behind it, right? Because there's also a spirit behind what we talk about. And I think also we don't take into account socioeconomic issues and background. I also shared with my friend, I was like, yo, but that's the thing. I am so confused about this value. When I watch some of these videos, like a high value woman has her nails done all the time and just stuff, Jay. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? I have seen women ekaya, back home. And I'm like, our mothers were not, their value was not found on their nails or how they dress or what thing, but we know they're valuable, right? Nobody has to come and tell us, Guti, oh, Mama Mang Mang is valuable. We just respected them simply because they were, and simply because of their character and the person that they were. And I feel like that is what is missing around the conversation of value. And while I was reading earlier on, I was reading about how we must clothe ourselves with the beauty that comes from within, the unfading beauty of a gentle and a quiet spirit. And that's why I said we speak about high value women. This another video, and also this links to this concept of femininity, right? There's a femininity that your nails, yeah, your nails you must not have Louis Vuitton nails. You must not have this and this and that. And I'm like, what informs that? There are women who do not like bright colors or outfits that have flowers, and they just simply love wearing jeans. But what takes away from their femininity? Nothing takes away from that. And I think, again, I just want to highlight the spirit behind that, because you can dress flowers, meet the requirements of a feminine woman, but have a masculine spirit. So I just think it links with that. And I think finally, just to again emphasize that the value of the created thing or object comes from its creator. We must be very careful how we attribute or determine value, because once we start to put up these labels, guti high value, low value, then we must be very careful how we treat people, because then we're very partial. We give the better seats to the people who look like they deserve the better seats, and we give the lesser seats to the people who we think deserve lesser seats. And that, in the book of James, is not something that we ought to encourage. The moment we say there's something of a higher value, we are coming to say that there's something of a lower value. And again, this concept is actually debatable, because there's a perspective in which the conversation has been going out, and I might have missed on that. But I just wanted to highlight that we do not know people's stories. We do not know what gets them to a point where they do the things they do and live the way that they live, that we can come and speak into their value as if we understand what informs what they do. Okay, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share.